Hello, welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I am going to declutter, clean, and reorganize my boys' room. They currently share a bedroom and it is finally getting really hot where we live. So I'm gonna go through and pull out all of their winter clothes and switch them out for summer clothes. And I keep 2 bins of hand-me-downs, one for each of my children. I have a 6-year-old and I have a 3-year-old. So I'm gonna go through and just switch some clothes around. I personally only like to keep what they need to wear in their bedroom. So all of those winter clothes I'm gonna put in the bins and put back into the garage. So join me today as I just reorganize this room and get everything in really good working order. Clothes, I like to make sure everything is clean. So I'm putting away clean clothes and obviously not missing anything. So I'm gonna wash all of these, and while that's happening, I can do more of the decluttering and cleaning in this room. I keep 2 sets of sheets for each of my boys' beds because I find it much easier to strip and make the bed with clean sheets and have it all done at one time. I also decided a while back to stop using the top sheet on their beds because I found it much easier to make the bed without the top sheet getting all tangled up. And when they make the bed themselves, it's so much easier for them. Both of these beds are from IKEA and I really like them because they're super close to the ground, so I don't have to worry if my boys accidentally fall out of the bed, they don't have far to go. These 2 extra really thick cuddly blankets, and I'm leaving out 2 thinner ones because even though it'll be summer, we do have the air conditioning on some of the time and it can get kind of cool, and the kids do like to snuggle up with blankets on the couch. So these are too thick though, these are going away. Now I'm just pulling out all the obvious stuff, jackets, long sleeve shirts, because I know we're not going to need that. The months leading up into summer in California is we do get some cooler nights, and we also get the random overcast cool day where you might need a sweater in the morning or the afternoon. So I am going to leave a few lightweight sweaters out for the boys, but I'm going to take away most of the pants and the puffer type jackets and just things that I know we probably won't wear until next fall or winter. Welcome to the floor. Here are the 2 bins where I store the boys' hand-me-down clothes, and I know a lot of minimalists may not store any clothes, but we are lucky enough to get a lot of hand-me-downs from my cousins who have some older boys, and because of that we rarely have to go shopping, and that has saved us so much money. And I also like to try to save the environment whenever I can. And after watching a documentary, I think it was called The True Cost, and they go into how much the clothing industry is hurting the environment. So I try to use secondhand items whenever I can, especially for my children, because they go through clothes quickly. There's a lot of wear and tear on clothes. So I just find that it's better to use the secondhand items when we can. So that's what this is. And I've already pulled out the really winter items, for instance, snow jackets, because we're not going to the snow. I had pulled that out right when we pretty much knew that we weren't going to be going to the snow anymore, and put those away. So what I'm going to do is just go through here, see if there are any summer items I can find, and then add in all their winter items that I had in the closet into these bins. I've just found all of the swim stuff, and I'm going to keep it in this little bin up in the closet where the kids can't get into it, or else you will see my kids wearing swim clothes every day. So because we don't swim every single day, we don't have our own pool or anything, I think it's better just to keep it up in the closet. Then I have everything together, know exactly where it is. So I'm just gonna put all of this in here. And I always get the question, where are these bins from? These are from IKEA. I find IKEA has really good organizational bins and containers that are super affordable. Sometimes with the hand-me-downs, we end up getting way more than we really need. So what I usually do, especially for Calvin, is I put all of the clothes, even though it might be too much to start, into the drawer. I see what he wears, what he doesn't really like, and then sometimes I can pull out some of the shirts that he doesn't wear as often and donate those. And I find also, because he is between sizes right now, that there's some clothes that he's going to grow out of quite quickly, and then there's some that he needs to grow into. So we have a little bit too much right now, I would say, because we have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, we have 10 pairs of shorts, which I know is too much, but there's probably about 4 pairs that will fit him perfectly right now, but he'll be growing out of by midsummer. So for now, I'm going to keep all of them and just see how it goes, and then we will be going through these as time goes on. I've also just found all of these really super warm winter jammies, and these are going to be donated from Calvin's collection because I know by next winter there's no way he'll still fit into these. All the donations so far, and most of these items are just things that Calvin is going to grow out of by next winter, and they're too warm to wear now. So I'm just going to start a big bag to take to the donation place once they all reopen. A lot of people have asked me where I'm storing my donations, and what I'm doing right now is I am putting them into a large trash bag, and I'm actually storing them in the back of my car because we're not really going anywhere and doing anything. So I'm just finding that's the best place to keep them out of the way. The only things I hang up in my boys' closet are their dressier shirts because they don't wear them as often, and then a few sweaters for those cooler nights. I just find it is so much easier for them to access all their clothes down in the drawers, and each of them have 3 drawers. Their top drawer is underwear and socks and pajamas. Their second drawer is t-shirts, and their bottom drawer are the pants and shorts. Up here I have these IKEA boxes. This one is full of their little backpacks and their going away bags. Then this one is all the swim stuff, including goggles and rash guards. And then this bin is Emmett's school bag because school has been canceled for the rest of the year, so I've just put that up there for now. And I'm gonna pull down some of the things from up here and see if there's anything that we can donate. Here we have a whole bunch of little knick-knack type items, but the boys love them. So just to make it a little neater, I'm gonna put them all in a bin like this, and then that way they can pull it down and go through them whenever they want. Who would have thought? A homemade mask for my mom. My goal is to keep the top of this shelf empty. Everybody just shoves stuff up there and it's a whole bunch of random things. So I'm gonna see what I can get rid of out of this pile, and then hopefully no one asks where all this stuff went. One thing I've done is I've taken all the Lego directions and I've put them in this 3-ring binder, and I've just stuck them in baggies, and it just helps keep everything a little bit more organized. And when the directions aren't put in this binder, they just get ripped up and destroyed. And I'm all for looking directions up online. That would be a way to get rid of this binder, but to be honest, I think my kids do better looking at the directions in a book, page by page. Once in a while, I go through their books just to see if there are any baby books that the boys have grown out of. Now I'm just using some all-purpose cleaner on this microfiber cloth to do some dusting. I get all of my cleaning supplies from the Grove Collaborative, and I will leave a link below with some more information. Nice and organized now. We have all the games and puzzles, crafts. Here we have the school bags. Here we have the bags the kids play with all the time, and then the swim stuff. We have the Lego, and then we have the priceless knickknacks they need. Here are all of our books. And then these are very well organized. I have Lego, train set, hats, and sunglasses. And the top one is their stuffed animals. Now I can shut that and know it's done and move on to the next area. Now again, I'm just using the microfiber cloth with some all-purpose spray, and I feel this does a really good job for dusting, and it smells super good as well. Again, I have the link below to get a free gift set with your first order from Grove. Now that the dusting is done, I'm just moving the beds, and I am picking up some random toys and doing some really good vacuuming. I've noticed a lot of spiders coming out now that it's spring, and I just want to make sure that I'm keeping this as clean as possible. Wiping the walls is not something I normally do, but because my son puts his feet on the wall, there were a lot of black marks. When we painted the house, I made sure to do a semi-gloss in their room so I could easily wipe off the walls when I needed to. Most of you know, if you've followed my channel for a little while, that these are all the toys we have. We don't have another separate playroom or any kind of extra toy storage anywhere in the house. Every single toy that the kids have is in their bedroom, and that's one of the rules I have in our house to stay more minimal and stay clutter-free, is to make sure that all the toys that are in my kids' room are something that they play with, and also that it can fit in their room. As soon as we start getting things that can't fit into their room, that's when we have to start decluttering. That's just a rule I've made for our family to keep us more minimal and to have less clutter everywhere. And that's not including bikes and outdoor play equipment. This is just including toys and that sort of thing. We do have a few games in our closet in our living room, which I'm fine with. But as far as toys go, this is everything. So I'm okay with this. It may seem like a lot to some people, but for us, this is a perfect amount. I'm trying to keep their room as simple as possible, so when they do pull their toys out, they have plenty of floor room to play, and I've simplified the way we store the toys so they can easily clean up after themselves. It always always feels great to get this room into a really good working order and get it very organized for my boys. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to never miss a video. And you can click right here to watch my full decluttering playlist. And I'll see you next time. Bye.